Welcome to the Open Word, an online ministry of Boone Open Bible Church. On today's program, we bring you A Word from the Pastor, featuring Phil Waldo. And now, here's Phil.
Hey everybody, Pastor Phil here. Do you want to hear God's voice? I do, and I think many believers would say the same. Let's start with this simple idea. God actually speaks to people. There are several examples of this truth in the Old Testament. God spoke to Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, as well as Moses, Elijah, Daniel, and many others. But what about us? John 8:47 says, "He who belongs to God hears what God says." And Romans 8:14 says, "Those who are led by the Spirit of God are sons of God." And John chapter 10 verse 4 says, "His sheep follow him because they know his voice." God does speak to people, and we can hear his voice. In fact, I think that God speaks more often than we know, but we are simply unaware because we haven't learned to recognize his voice. Many times we miss God's voice and his leading simply because we aren't paying attention. In 1 Kings 19, Elijah heard the voice of the Lord, and it was described as a still, small voice, or a gentle whisper. For us to hear a gentle whisper, whether in the natural or spiritually, we must limit other input and pay attention to listen carefully. Sometimes hearing God's voice is simply a matter of turning off all the other noisemakers. TV, internet, cell phone, even music might need to be silenced for a time so that you're able to tune into God. God does speak, but we must learn his voice by quieting our souls and minds in order to hear him. And that's it for today. See you next time.